explain how it works. Today, our topic is television series, my recommendations for TV shows I think you should watch in English. If you have a question during the class, you can write your question in the comment section. And I have a few questions for you to practice what we've talked about today, and you can write them, your answers, in the comment section as well. Before we start, let's look at a few fun facts about television. Did you know that in the UK you have to pay a TV tax to have a television in your home? Also, the word television was coined or invented in the year 1900. Americans, according to a study, watch 250 billion hours of TV every year. And the most popular broadcasts, the most seen programs are sports programs. So things like the Olympics or the Super Bowl. All right, so let's get started with some vocabulary about TV. Okay, first let's look at TV show and TV series are synonyms. It means the same thing. So when we talk about plot, that means the story. So what is the idea? What is the general idea of the TV series? Okay, each episode is one part of the story, and a season is a group of several episodes. Okay, there are different kinds of TV series. One kind is a sitcom, which stands for situational comedy, so something that uses humor. And on the other hand, we have a drama, which is based on real-life situations with some dramatic tension. And a mini-series, which is a TV program with a limited number of episodes. Okay, a spin-off is a new series that comes from an original series, a previous series using one or more characters from the original. And a spoiler is when you talk about what happens to reveal information about a TV show or episode that someone hasn't seen. So don't worry, I'm not going to give you any spoilers in this class. We're just going to talk about some TV shows that are good for you to practice your English in both American English and British English. So let's start with American TV shows. What are my recommendations? The first one is Friends. So Friends is one of the most popular TV shows ever created. It features 6 friends living in New York City in the 1990s. So this is a good way to become familiar with American culture, working life, daily struggles, etc., and American humor and jokes. One of the most famous quotes from Friends is, "We were on a break." Next, a similar show about friends as well is called How I Met Your Mother. This is the story of a father telling his children how he met their mother. Okay, and it goes on throughout all of the seasons. So this is another cultural, a good way to become familiar with dating and romance culture in the United States. A famous quote from How I Met Your Mother is, "It's gonna be legendary." Okay, next we have Once Upon a Time. This is a show that features fairy tale characters living in the real world. So if you like stories like Snow White, Cinderella, Frozen, you'll like this show. So this is also features the theme of heroes and villains. So heroes are the good guys, the good people, and villains are the bad or evil characters. Okay, next we have The Big Bang Theory. This is a show about a group of friends who are scientists and their neighbor who lives across the hall from them in California. So in the show, they do experiments, they play video games, they read comic books. So if you like science, this is a good show to watch. And it features some quirky characters. Quirky means a little bit different, a little bit odd. And my final recommendation for American TV shows is The Simpsons. Okay, this is different in that it's an animated series or a cartoon. But again, about family life, typical family in the United States. Set in Springfield, which is a general town. There are many towns in the United States called Springfield. So it features typical situations with people in the town. And there are many, many seasons for you to watch if you like The Simpsons. Okay, now let's move on to British TV shows. I'm going to give you 5 more recommendations of British TV shows if you prefer to practice your British accent. The first one is Sherlock, which is based on the Sherlock Holmes detective stories. And it's set in modern-day London, where Sherlock Holmes and his partner Watson solve mysteries, solve crimes. Second, I recommend Downton Abbey. This is a historical drama, so about historical times, specifically the 1900s, during the First World War. So it takes place in the Yorkshire countryside and features a family of aristocrats. Aristocrats are very wealthy people. So if you like history, this is a good series to watch. Okay, Game of Thrones. This is a fantasy drama about 7 different kingdoms. And again, we see the theme of heroes and villains, the good guys and the bad guys. Okay, one famous quote from Game of Thrones is, "You know nothing, Jon Snow." Okay, Broadchurch is another great show to watch if you like crime, drama, or murder mysteries. It features 2 police officers set in the town of Dorset. So this is a good show if you like solving crimes, listening to clues, etc. And my final recommendation in British English is Doctor Who. This is a science fiction series that features the adventures of a character called the Doctor, who is an extraterrestrial or an alien from another planet, a planet called Gallifrey. And it features time travel, traveling back and forth in time throughout the very long series. There are many seasons of Doctor Who if you like that kind of topic for you to practice your English. Okay, so these are my recommendations, but now I'd like to hear from you. So I'd like to know what TV shows you like to watch. I'm going to ask you 3 questions and I want you to write your answers in the comments section. First question. Describe your favorite TV show. What is it called? What is it about? What is the plot? Second, who's your favorite TV character and why? What is it that you like about this person? And finally, I want to know, do you watch TV shows with subtitles? And if you do, in English or in your native language? So tell me in the comments, how do you watch TV?